Here's what not to say. I'm really looking for flexibility right now, and I would just love this remote role because I really need a job that pays more money than I'm making right now. If I was to get a job at this company, my resume would be set for life. So that's really why I would love to work here. No. No, 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 no. You should say none of those responses. Welcome back to my channel. I am Adunola Adeshola if you are new around here, and I'm a career strategist who teaches high achievers how to land new jobs they love at companies they love. My clients have landed job offers at companies that you might be familiar with, and my advice has been featured in a couple of places that you might have heard of. So what do these answers all have in common? They focus on you. And while that sounds like what you are supposed to do, today we're going to talk about why that's probably not the best approach and what to do instead if you are asked that question, why do you want to work here, so that you can actually impress hiring managers with your response. So you might be wondering, why does this question even matter? The truth is it costs money and time to hire new candidates, and companies want to make sure that they are investing their money and their time in the right people. This question is their way of checking in to make sure that they're really hiring people who want to be in the role and who can actually solve their problems. So when you make this question about you and all of the benefits that you're going to be able to attain from working for them, you don't show them how you can solve their specific needs and why you really want to work specifically with them. AKA, you are not convincing enough. It's like saying to your partner who asks you, why do you love me? And you're like, I love you because I like not being single. I love you because it's really nice having someone who buys me things. That answer will definitely not make your partner feel special. The more of a unique response you're able to give, the more specific you're able to be about why you want to work there, the more they'll feel convinced that you actually want to work there, and not just that you just want a new job to take you out of your job search misery. So there's a little simple thing that will make answering this question so easy. And it's actually wanting to work there. When you actually want to work at the company you're interviewing for, when you actually believe in the work that you're going to be able to do, when you actually love what that company does, answering this question becomes so simple. By the way, this is why it's so important to focus on quality over quantity and to only apply to jobs that you actually really want. And I talk a little bit more about this in my free class on how to turn your job applications into job offers you'll love. So if you are interested in how to do that, go to the link in my description box to sign up for that free class and attend and catch all the gems, okay? Once you check those things off the list, aka applying to jobs that you actually want, actually being excited about the company that you're interviewing with, then you want to tackle this question by responding with these three things. Number one, you want to let your research shine. Show how you personally resonate with the things you've discovered about the company. And if you've already had multiple interviews with the company, you also want to use this as an opportunity to show that you've actually been listening and to show that the things that you've learned from the different people you've connected with have just further confirmed that this is the right place for you to be. Number two, you want to connect with the culture. Sometimes people can get so caught up in showing that they're a role fit that they forget to also show that they're a culture fit. And I find that when it comes to hiring, companies want both. They want a role fit and a culture fit. So this is a chance to talk about how you align with the mission and the goals of the company and the specific team that you're going to be working with and the way that the company just moves and operates in their industry. This is your chance to show that this is the specific type of company that you actually want to work for. And then the other thing you want to do is still bring it home and remind them that you are a role fit. Remind them how well you align with the needs of the role, how this role is exactly what you're looking for when it comes to your career goals, and how you're going to be able to be an asset to the team because of the skills you bring to the table. So I'm going to share with you a real life example that one of my clients recently used in one of her interviews. And of course, I've taken out the company name, but I just want to show you how you can use these three things to really stand out and impress hiring managers with this response. Of course, this response is really specific to the company that she was interested in, and that is the point. So when you're listening to this example, I want you to remember that your response is going to look different because it's going to be specific to the company that you're interviewing for. But this will just help you see how to tie all of these three things together. So here's the example. One of the reasons I'm specifically drawn to this company is because I'm really inspired by how the leadership team has been able to grow the organization even through one of the most challenging times in history. What really stands out to me is how much the CEO and executive team are generally invested in listening to the community and adapting based on that feedback. They talk about wanting to really have hard conversations so that they have a better understanding of what the community needs, and they are putting the client experience at the center. I would love to work at a company that puts that much value and effort into developing a strong and compassionate team and community, and knowing I'll be able to work on market research, which is at the heart of my expertise, makes this opportunity even more exciting and aligned with my career goals. Obviously, I just read that and it sounds like I read that, and so you don't want to sound like you're reading your response, but I just wanted to share with you how you can bring those three things together. And if you notice in her response, you can hear that she really does align with how the company is operating. And on top of that, she's done enough research to understand how the company has moved throughout these recent times, which is one of her reasons for wanting to work at that company. And so that is how you want to impress hiring managers. Notice how her response doesn't just spew facts, but it really shows how she connects with what the company is looking to achieve. It also isn't a cookie cutter response that could be copied and pasted for any company. Lastly, it quickly ties in that the role is a good fit for her skill set by saying that market research is at the heart of her expertise, and it reminds them that she will not only love working there, but that she actually would like what she's going to be doing if she was hired for this specific role. These are the things that you want to convey when answering this question. And if you want more tips on how to stand out in your job search, I have a free job search class on how to do that. I also have a free guide that will walk you through 5 proven steps to help you take your job search up a notch. So if you want any of those resources, head to the link in my description box so that you can get what you need to take your job search to the next level and land a new job you love. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe because your likes and your subscribes matter. And I will see you in my next video.